possible. Prepare one key message. These are simple practices, but they are powerful when done consistently. You don't need to change who you are. You don't need to be like John. You don't need to wear tie. Oh, my tie is small. I'm very vain. Can be vain. Somebody is sleeping. Ah, I need to leave this stage.
Yeah, 3.
3.
She's 3-1.
No. It's not my 3-1. Hello, sir. Can you start? Sir, I'm opposite you. Behind you, sir. Behind you. Ahead. Please start. Can you start? Ayo. If I give you 20 million naira today, what will you do?
Location and some other things around that.
I didn't hear.
Okay, let me move to my school system. Okay. But I'm not starting on the local level.
Okay. What type of school?
It's international school.
What kind of international school?
Okay, we have the ones that use. Okay, it could be day and boarding.
Age category?
Age, that should be from primary. I start with primary first. Then later I move to secondary.
Okay, so what would be the tagline for your school?
The
tagline. What would that school be known for? What are you teaching? What do you want?
Science. Yeah.
Just science.
Science.
What kind of science?
Yeah, I'm a physics teacher, so I will deal more on science, projects, and it will be hands-on. They will be known for their.
Okay, so what if artificial intelligence comes to
it will. No, it can't take everything.
So what is that?
AI also, it has some other things that you can't accept. You can't do practical now. You can't do practical.
Dr. Fola, should we give him some?
You can do I do FET. I know about FET, but I can't do the AI cannot come out of the system to do the practical. I know you can do the simulation, you can get results. You can get results. Yeah, robotics and all that.
So you can see somebody talking to you.
Yes.
Taking you through.
But even after the whole thing, you have to still do it.
AI now, artificial intelligence is driving truck
and car. So, but at least we still need to know the level. We have to move from something.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Emmanuel, right? Mr. Ayo, thank you so much. It's an executive present. So you're trying to tell me about the robots. I'm already shaking. These robots can be the one that will just dysfunction and just. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. Sir?
20 million.
20 million. I'm a one of faith. You never can tell. I can just look on next year and say, for EPP, as an executive speaker, I'm going to throw in 20 million. Executive faith. My time is up. So take away. Presence is behavioral. Global influence requires adaptability. Calm, clarity, and connection. Travel. Closing slide. Your presence is your silent ambassador. How you show up, speak before you do. And long after you leave the room, your presence remains. After I leave the room today, will my presence remain or not? So I want to give us 5 minutes briefly how I got into grace and poise. I went to see a mentor one day. I believe in mentorship. Anybody that says you can do life alone is deceiving you. And you need mentors. You need mentors. Because you will stand on their shoulder. You will be short. So I want to see a particular mentor. I was in her kitchen and then she started talking to me. Oh my goodness, I can't remember anything she said to me as I'm talking to you. all I remembered was the arrogance, the everything. You know, there's something about mentorship. If you are not careful, pride sets in. And when pride sets in, you can't impact. See, the world is so versatile, so equipped now that even mentorship can be done on AI, can be outsourced. Sometimes I sleep and look at what my children do. They will ask AI. I was telling them one day, sleep, sleep, sleep. Only for me to go and check my daughter's laptop. She asked AI, what can make me sleep faster? So I now called that, so I said, ask AI how we can get your school fees for January. And if I can ask, say ask to help us. To help us. You know, so when she was done talking to me, I left there feeling so little. You know, when you are going with full morale, I don't say morale, then you leave there so deflated. And I'm like, I've not even done anything. You think it's just to make loss? You think I first she finished, I was in wreck. You know, when you're not trying to, you left banking, all you knew in your life, Dr. Fola can attest to what I'm saying. All you are doing in your life is banking. Then after 15 years, you're coming out. Should I go left? Should I go right? So you just, okay, let me go and meet this person. Then I got to the house, confused, thinking of what to do. Business, well, I know I have business sense. So by default, my name is Chineyo Kanabo, in case you don't know. That's my full name. But there is more. Thank you, sir. There is more than money. There is more to you than money. There is more. Sir, the exercise you did today telling us to Google our names, our children did it in school. They were in class doing assessment and they started Googling their parents. So my children came back to the house and said they Googled my name. I said, what did you see? Did you see there was a time I said, no, mommy, what I saw, I was proud. I had to do more. See, you people should be putting inside the Google, let me be sick, don't mind me. You know? So I go back home and thinking, confused and everything. In all that you do, in all, whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're an atheist, believe in something, there is a supernatural force. Whether you like it or not. Dr. Fola said something. When skills failed, because skill will actually fail. It will. Some people that are your mentors today don't have any business being your mentor. If you ask the Holy Spirit, or if you ask whatever you believe in, He speaks. So I got to the house confused and angry. How can somebody speak like that? And then he said to me, you can be impactful, but you're not graceful. And what is gradually fading in the world today because of technology is grace and empathy. People will pay anything to get people to empathize with them, to speak to them gracefully. Oh, you fell, yes, but should you rub me in that I fell? Can't you just say as we're coming down in the height, you now rolled and then the force carried you, but you shall fell. Somebody jokingly said one time, you can tell people to go to hell and they will comfortably walk into hell. Because of the way you said it to them. So in that place of quietness, that came to me. Said, go and teach young people. Give me specific age. That's why I asked me, said, Ayo, give me specific age. Go and speak to me about race, about culture, and about words. And it goes beyond fine dining. It goes beyond etiquette. How do you speak? How do you talk to people? How do you present? How do you pitch your business? So that is how I went into grace, culture, and points. And then secondly, for those that don't know me, I'm telling myself now, I create awareness for the boy child. Yes, sir. Because we have actually trained a lot of girls. We have sent them to the field to play, and the boys we not. Sorry, we have sent them to. Okay, now this is an example that I thought. I'm a football enthusiast, so I'm a Liverpool fan.
Never walk alone.
Oh yes, sir. So and then I just looked at it. I said, if you train a Van Dijk, train Mane, train Firmino, train Salah, train Silikas, and then you bench them, and then you send the people that you didn't train to go and play, what happens?
You fail.
That is what we have done for decades. We train the girls, and then we bench them and send the boys that were not trained to the field. And because the boys were not trained, they have gone in to play with ego and they are failing. The girls that have been trained and being benched have sat down to see that, oh man, these people are failing. And then they run into the field. Imagine this scenario I'm painting. Then they run into the field to play. And when you run into the field, the young man that has ego, because from age 1 in the womb, a boy is born with ego, now wants to show that, oh man, I'm a big boy. But the girls, they have been trained for this thing. And then abuse comes. Domestic violence comes. Because men are wired with ego and power. We work with emotions. So when you are running your mouth, the boy is saying, I will get power, I will lose you. And the truth is, if we don't stand up to train the boy child, domestic violence will increase daily. Fatherhood cannot be removed from parenting. Dear mommy, I understand there is divorce, there is widow, death rather, but if you're in that shoe, get a mentor for that child. As a mother, you cannot, and I say with my full chest, raise a wholesome boy that will thrive. I said wholesome. No matter how embraced you are, there is something that Sake will say to my son. He won't think twice and do it. But me, I can just romance, you know. So, I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I am very grateful to you that for you to grow globally, you need to invite executive presence. Thank you.
But this is bad, so it will soon get here, you know. So just calm down. We are going to the question and answer segment. We'll be having, yes, and the open mic section. I would like to invite our speakers to the stage to have, yes, he is also a poet, you understand? Yes. Now, waking up. Dr. Folabi, you're welcome, sir. Hey, so I don't go wear food again. I'm not wearing suits. Don't worry, your mommy has promised me one. Yeah, I would like to also invite Mrs. Kayon Adekunle. She looks beautifully than understatement. Please give me another image. Executive present. Yes, executive lead. I would like to invite EBB advisor to also join.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, Mr. Ogundari. There's something that actually struck me when Mrs. Kayon was actually speaking. She spoke about mentorship. This is very, very important. If you are here, you don't have a mentor. We have people here that can actually be your mentor. Seriously, we have wonderful people here. I'm actually saying this so that if EBB ambassadors walk up to you, please, let's give them listening ear. So I'm speaking on behalf of my family.
Thank you.
Yes. So, sir and ma'am, please, you're already a member of our family, and you are our parents too. So, we are your children. Mother Blessing, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Israel. So, it gives me great pleasure to be the anchor of this panel session. So, we've listened to our guest speakers, and we also have our micrometers. So I'd like to go first by asking the question. That's the Mr. Mohammed. I know when you started, you said you're an educator, so I'm coming from a teacher view now. Now, we are looking at being empowered of global impact, and we're looking at the curriculum, the systems we have in schools now. It is not actually making children out of the process, especially when you have some school owners that are still fixated to a particular way of teaching, and until you don't change it, they're bringing you things that you don't want. So how do we go about it? Actually wanting to bring global into the local system as an educator.
So, as an educator, beside time, we come to a point that we tell ourselves there is a need for the engineering of the original system. Not saying you should change it, okay? But there's a need for us to sit down, declare an emergency, be in a particular local assembly. What exactly do we want out of this system? Okay, I would not like to. Recently we realized that Covenant University, most organizations are going after their graduates. So they are becoming a hot cake. So the question is that what makes them different from other universities? And what you say, their curriculum. Automatically their curriculum is not the same thing as every other curriculum that we are seeing in the world. Every Covenant University student, number one, they are taking through entrepreneurship. Number two, they are taking through leadership. They are giving capstones. That is not just their projects. So these people ask what people refer to as workplace readiness, employability skills. Majority of them already have the 3 to 5 certification before leaving the school. When I was in 400 level, nobody told me about certification. Okay? In fact, I was dreaming that once I come out, maybe 30,000 and I'm okay as a graduate. Nobody even tells me I can help more. I mean, communicating to us. So, the difference is in the mindset of these educators. And the clarity, like we mentioned, the clarity that what do we want out of this system. The question I really want to ask this federal government or this educators is that, what is it? Do you have a statement that read, once you leave school, this is how our graduates must look like? Okay, probably number one, they should have entrepreneurship spirit. Number two, they should have so number of certificates. We are going to partner with all private institutions until they have it. Or just say we humble enough, go to Converge University. I beg you, Emma, what then she will be going at the level, that kind of handshake and begin to change everything. So let me go back to my answer. We need what we refer to as re-engineering re-engineering of the educational system. We have to be truthful to ourselves. There is a need for urgent change. It has to do with one, we engineer it, number two, we optimize it for impact. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, yes, please.
Okay, sorry, I wanted to add to that. He talked about re-engineering it. And in re-engineering it, until it is rooted in culture, it will fail. You see, the takeoff of even having a global perspective is the word we now use, local. This is your foundation, and this is your offshoot. Like, to go global does not necessarily mean launching it from America or Canada. It is from here. For that makes sense, it's in Nigeria, but it can be heard globally. One of the reasons why Nigeria is where Nigeria is that we import without assessing. And I'll tell you one thing. One of the reasons why Nigeria will keep dancing in circle is that we import systems without rooting them in our culture. Let me give you an example. Look at the democratic system in Nigeria, for example. Okay? Those who are the founders of the democratic system, like, I've forgotten his name now, talked about 3 systems of government. The executive, what's the next one? And the judiciary. It was John Locke that spoke about the first one. And then he mentioned these 3. In talking about the legislature, he talked about the 2 parts, the bicameral or the unicameral legislative system. Can I ask everybody in this house one question? What is the fundamental difference between the Senate and the House of Assembly? As a Nigerian, can you answer the question? What is the fundamental difference? Just tell me, beyond the name, in function, what is the difference?
The Senate is at the level of the federal government, and they make laws that actually govern the whole country.
The House of Representatives, what's the difference?
Oh, you said House of Assembly.
House of Representatives,
House of
they are both at the
Assembly.
federal, right?
House of Assembly is for the Senate.
State House. Which one do you call it? What do you call the federal?
House of Representatives.
Representative. What's the difference between House of Representatives and the Senate?
And their membership is different, the number of members are different, and the kind of things they also oversee are different. Their functions, like now, ambassadors don't appear before House of Reps. They only appear before.
Can they appear before the Senate and still achieve the same thing?
Yes, they only appear before the Senate.
With what the Senate currently do, beyond what the Senate President currently do, the eyes have it. And the Senate, as we have it currently, carry out the function of that house effectively.
Yes, they can. We can
Based
operate.
on the time they have on their hand.
Yes, we can operate in the camera.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Why do we need 2 houses?
I think
Now let me also tell you that the money spent in running these 2 houses can carry out fundamental development in Nigeria. Can carry out fundamental development in this country. In as much as we want our democratic system to look like that of America, we can choose to say that arm of government can have just one house. I don't care what you want to call it, whether the Senate or the House of Representatives, whatever name you want to call it, just that one. Because as far as what you see now, what you see is the duplication and the waste. So what am I trying to say with this? With respect to the educational system also, we just pick systems, we're not thinking. Do you know one of the reasons why many Nigerian children will fail mathematics? So again, I'm gonna ask you, if you teach a child mathematics in Hausa or in Yoruba, is he likely to know it better than when you teach him in English, considering the fact that you raised him at home with Yoruba or Hausa?
Yes.
Think of the answer. So I'm just getting you to think. Keep thinking.
Thank you very much, sir. So the questions are rolling in. So question number 1, that's for Mark Triumph. He said, how do you work with individuals who are stereotyped and not ready to yield their ways?
Okay, now the first question I will ask the person, who are the individuals? Now, if the individuals are people that you can do without, see, growth comes with sacrifice. People are stereotyped, they don't want to change. What are you doing with them? You don't have any business with them. You have tried, you are not El Shaddai, so you cannot die. So when they are stereotyping, they are thinking, if you're not careful, they can even drag you back. So growth comes to elimination. Now, if they are your leaders, that's why I ask, who are the people? If they are your leaders, for some of us, we could work with bosses who are stereotyped. I think what I will say there is the time for change has come. When once you see that your leader is stereotyped, doesn't want to grow, automatically there's something that God is saying to you. It's time to build. How to build, you ask God. But however, that relationship should be discovered.
Thank you very much.
As to that, in mindset, okay? We have 3 simple composed people. Number 1, I can control it, which means I can work with this person and change the person. I have the capacity to change the person. But what you're telling me first now is that it has gone beyond I can control it. But the second simple is, can I influence this person? If it has gone beyond somebody you can influence, like that mindset, then what's the last one? I can do nothing about it. That is what we are not supposed to do about this kind of person. Okay? But listen, people that are stereotyped for a reason, based on their past experiences, based on the environment you grew up from. And that is why you see organization in your first 3 or 6 months, they launch you into acculturation programs. No matter where you are coming from, they believe that you stereotype, they don't understand how we work in this place, we don't talk about executive presence, which has to do with the way you speak and show up. And what happens when there is a chaos, what happens when things are going well. So the way you show up and the way you speak in everywhere that you go to. So for someone that is stereotyped, if you have been working for 6 months, the person is not changing, and you are in a position to make a decision about that person, okay? Technically, find a way to, probably it's the organization, find a way to let the person go. Because things are not aligning, so we can't work together. So if we can't work together, if I am in a position to say I should let you go, it has been confirmed you can't change. I need to let you go. Like what she said, it can drag you down. However, if there is a need for us to change it, probably it's your boss or it's your direct report that you know that is subjected to change. What do? Keep working on the person until the person change. So the last way I want to go, it has to do with your boss at the same time. So we call it the legacy thinkers. They will tell you this is the way we do things here, and that's fine. That's all you can do. So that's what you call managing up. That is authority, influence without authority. So at that level, you can't leave the organ. You have not got another job. So you have to work with the person. So in my experience, all you need to do is, who is this my boss? They don't go the persona. They need to do the persona of the boss. What does it like? What does he hate? Why is he behaving the way he's behaving? If possible, go and read some books or go to YouTube and do those stuff and think of the way to influence the organs. By the grace of God, I've personally done that. I'll give you an example. For choleric, that is a legacy thinkers, the only thing choleric wants you to do is to be proactive. He doesn't want to be telling you to do this before you do it. So if he's telling you to do things before you do it, you can't change him. Hello? Might make sense to you. For a melancholy, they hate their professionalists. So you will have to overwork yourself to ensure that at least this thing is coming to your organ. Then don't go with one thing. Organ, because there are options for us. The paper 1 is for this, the paper 2 is like this, the paper 3 is like this. I am thinking that you could add 1 or 2 things to it, and let's think the one we are going to pick. Oh, melancholy will go correct. So melancholy will look at all of them. He can tell you that pick this from here, pick this from here, pick from here, but you have already solved the problem of the melancholy. But a phlegma, that one doesn't want you to give him stress because he doesn't have capacity for taking stress. So if you are giving stress to that person, you can switch on that attitude, become very stereotypical. I mean, making sense to you. So you need to understand the person you're actually working with so that you need to learn how to influence the person.
I hope the question was answered to the person who wrote it. So we have a second question here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kora. Okay, the second question says, how do we correct the wrong perspective people have towards the system, business, or the field?
I think that's what we have been talking about this morning. That is the whole thing she talked about. Executive presence. Okay? So, or brand. There's a way you brand yourself. There's a way you brand your business. And there are 3 things you manage in business. Number 1, perception. Number 2, expectations. Okay, perception, expectations. And number 3, impact that we have been talking about. We measure these 3 things about your business, okay? Or I will bring the impact down and talk about experience, okay? Perception, expectations, and what? Experience. So before somebody can say that your business is bad, he has an expectation of that business, which he didn't meet. It becomes an impression that this thing is very bad. How did the person make up his mind? Because of the experience with you or with your business. Okay? So 3 things you manage. Now, if you have overhyped yourself, overhyped your business, you put it on Facebook. See, if you bank with me, your money will never run dry. And you go and sit down and go. So this is the one that the money is going down. And I have told you that if you bank with money, will never run dry again. So what have I done, successfully done? Number 1, I have told you what I cannot give, right? It become your experience. Number 2, right? Then you form your impression. And one thing about impression is that it can last longer. So what do? One thing we do in management, we call it reclaiming your integrity. Reclaiming your what? Integrity. If you think very well, you will definitely know why that person is hostile to you and your business, okay? So go and meet the person. We used to be like this before, or we have promised you like this before. We are very sorry. But right now, we have been able to come up with new technology, new this, new that. And please, kindly test us again. We don't want you to pay. Don't pay. Because you want to reclaim your integrity, somebody you need to do something, okay? Don't pay us. Come and test our food again. Come and buy our boy again. Come and buy our rice again. There won't be stone there, okay? So the person come, test it. Oh wow, this is nice. Oh wow. So we are not now. This thing is 5,000 and we're not going to give it to you 3,000 naira. Second level of testing, I mean. The person now took me for 3,000 naira and wait. Oh, I think this has been done. Okay, so I was in a place last week on Friday precisely with a CEO, an MD CEO. An Indian person was with him. They ordered something from the Indian firm. At the end of the day, they supplied the wrong raw materials. So the output was very bad. The company now lost a lot. So they make a management decision that they are no longer going to be procuring anything from that organization again, from the Indian man again. So the Indian man came physically. I was there with them. He came to them physically. He comes to tell them what actually happened. Then we are sorry, we are this, and for you to know, we are going to give you so number. Just test. They are not paying. Please, we are not paying that. Then everybody of your colleagues that have the same experience, please call them for us. We are supplying another one. Let them test it. They are not paying. Can you see the way they now redeem those bad experiences, the impression, and what's the last one, the expectations? Are you getting me now? So then finally, please, integrity is one of the soul of business. Do not give or offer what you know you don't have. You know, packaging only level. If you over package, it's gonna bring your business down, but not under exclusive process. Over package you could dress that, over package you could not so you dress that, but it is in the service and in the product. Oh, but we pay your solar. We never take 2 days. It's just 1 day. What should you say? This solar is for 1 day, and depending on what you plug on it, but it's not going to fail you based on how you use it. Abi?
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so we have 2 more questions here. The first one I'm going to read out is specifically for you, Mr. Arnold. It says, as a data analyst and a marketing researcher, how can executive presence impact on my job?
As a data analyst.
Yes, and marketing researcher.
Okay. Marketing researcher, data analyst. Your executive presence goes beyond the physical view. Now you're doing data analogy. And use that. What kind of data do you give out? Now, it is something that you're meant to give information, and you give information that's not correct. That is where yours coming. Executive presence is integrity. Then as a marketing researcher, you're researching, you're marketing. Do you oversell and under-deliver? So executive presence is not about, okay, carrying myself alone. It has to do with integrity. Remember I said about value. So it shows on your feedback, it shows on your feed, it shows on your information given out, and it shows on it all boils down to integrity. For you is integrity and delivery process.
Okay, so for me, sincere apologies. I was not expecting that question. Let me say something as a student of philosophy. Principles are universal, but applications are particular. You see, for everything Dr. Fola said here, or my coach said here, they will speak generally. But if you pick from everything they've said, maybe this question wouldn't have come also. Because for everything she said, it also applies to you, whether as a laborer or as Nkechi in the kitchen. Apology, there's an Nkechi here. Okay? So then you market. For everything Dr. Fola said there, my coach said here, don't go back home if you want to change something. Don't go back if you want to do something. And if for some reason you didn't understand it well, go back and listen again. This time in a different way. You know one of the reasons why you cannot price me when you want me to come and speak or do a training, price like Tatashe, is because what we bring is meant to stay with you for life. And when you move to areas where you're benefiting from it, okay, value what they're giving to you here, and that's what I do strongly. Put a figure around what you've gotten here today for free. Put a figure around it. And in terms of the value it brings to you, measure it for another 5-10 years. So the idea is to say, I have come, I have taken, and I will do something with it. So for the person who asked that question, I took the mic just to say to you, please go back and listen to everything she said for 1 hour plus. Pick the principles and apply it to whatever it is you are doing.
Thank you very much.
Let me add this to you. The summary of executive presence is very simple. When it comes to work, deliver high quality work output. Okay? When it comes to the way you show up, be very, very professional. Is that okay? When it comes to the way you speak, speak with grace, eloquence, and clarity. Okay? Yes, we know we might not be an English speaker, but at least try your best to speak correct English. Me, before I come here, I use like almost 15 to 20 minutes of my time to go through what I'm coming here to say. In case that one is not working, and my phone, they stole my phone before I got here, and there's no way I can make presentation. I have to leverage the one I already know, right? Do you understand me now? So it also means that anything you want to do, you prepare. You want to speak, you prepare. You want to dress, take time to look at it, iron it, look at it, your shoe, look at it. Do you understand me now? That is what the executive presence is trying to say, because there are some people worship. That is another sort of executive presence. You still say only they worship yourself, and they worship.
I am watching you too. Remember, growth is not internal, it has a visible presence. So the last question I have here is to anyone. So it says, how can a struggling business survive, considering the upcoming tax payments that will be implemented next year? So what is a new advice to a small business owner?
I'm giving you what to do the other time. Go and cancel your business name. It might technically have adverse effect on you. Because if I transfer 1 million to your account, it's already above the zero tax percent they talk about, which means they will tax that one. At what percentage? After 0% is 15%. I mean, no, 0%, 8%, 15%, 23%, 25%. So if I transfer 1 million naira to your account now, it's the money to buy materials, but I did not specify it. Maybe technically in the future, that's going to say you are owing tax. Are you getting me now? Move your business to where? Liability. How much are they doing liability now? Then keep records. Tell everybody doing business with you, send an invoice and tell the person, if it is money for materials, let the person tag it as what? Money for materials. Am I communicating to you now? Going forward, you must do businesses with invoice. I'm going to send invoice to money now. Am I communicating to you? Some of these invoices, you don't have to be printing. You don't even have to just send it. This is your invoice, then you keep it. So no matter if anybody pays, you have your receipt, you send, you keep your own. So by the time the tax people comes, you can show them this one is for this. Anything you buy, any money that comes in, you have a record. That's number one. Number two, some of you are in the habit of spending directly from your company money without being paid salary. Stop it. Am I communicating to you now?
Yes.
Any money that comes into your business, let it go to the accounts of the business, okay?
Yes.
Then at the end of the month, as you are paying other people's salary, pay yourself salary. So that salary, if it is up to the one they say you pay tax on, go and pay your tax. If you don't know how to do it, get a tax consultant. Or get somebody like me. Say, Father, you will be my HR in the next 1 year, but I don't have money. At the end of the year, I will pay you 500,000 naira. I will spread it quarterly. I can work with you. And maybe say, I will not collect 500,000. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm making this sense to you now. So, there are some people like what you will get and you're not going to pay. That's what I say. People are your leverage, access. So probably our next training will be on task and we just come blah 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 blah. All you need to do, like he said, practice what we are saying here. Okay, that's how many now. Then the next one is very, very important. Open an account, they call it growth capital. What do we call it?
Growth capital.
You know what they do with growth capital? Every money income you make, every profit you make, at least 20% of that profit must go to the growth capital. That is what you will use to scale. They don't spend from it. What you think will not great account? As you're looking at me now, if money go into my account, the one I will single-handedly spend with family, friends, and everything will not be more than 40%. Because I am building my future, and I don't feel me ò fi jẹun. Ẹlòmíì ni yín tó bá stop coke ayé máa dà. O can stop coke. And I will tell you, 500 naira every day times 20, how much is that? 15,000 naira plus one in 365 days. Like in 1 year now, that's how much is that? That's about 150 or 180,000 naira. 180. And some of you drink coke every day. You drink 180,000 naira as coke every single day. Do you know that 100,000 naira from that 180,000 naira you put it in stocks or you put it in capital markets? It will begin to grow for you 19%, 18%, 17%. In January now, there's another thing I've not been able to start doing, and you should do it. Go and begin to purchase insurance to reduce your tax. Insurance. Are you getting me now? Whether it's 100,000, just work with insurance company. In the next 10 years, I want to make 10 million.
University, we graduated 1990. And I told her, sis, I want to come and do something. I need a speaker. And she said, oh, I have a list, but this particular man stands out. Please reach out to me. So I reached out last year, it didn't work out, but this year, by God's grace, it worked out. So that's the power of networking we're talking about. And it's a great pleasure to meet you finally today. And thank you for honoring our call. Thank you for coming to be our keynote speaker at EBB Converge 2025. Everyone we meet, we start a relationship from there, and you become a member of the family. Because you have honored us, I want to pray that the Lord will honor you. The Lord will continue to bless you. Everywhere you speak, the Lord will amplify your voice. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
My regards to your wife and your children.
Thank you.
Please don't go here so that you'll be a good picture. Okay.
All is confusing me now. Please, for everyone who is still around, we are still having our award nights. It's going to be very short, from 5 to 7 p.m. But we're going to be giving awards. And for EBB, we have those EBB members that will be giving grants in 2025. And like our speaker has said, we hold them accountable. And by this time next year, they have to show us what they have done. So we still have a lot to do within that 2 hours when we come back. But because we are giving our speaker, so we're just going to be, but she's still with us, but I'm also going to give her our own award. She's really very special. She's, you know, a lady after my own heart. And why I say that is, she's the one that took my first boyfriend. So her husband is my immediate younger brother. And if you know myself and my brother, we're like 5 and 6. So she is a blessing. You know, when your brother brings a sister into the family for you, so she's been a blessing. And you know, anytime I call, she's just like, easy, big sis. And I say, the flight ticket from Abuja to, she say, don't worry, auntie. So I just want to thank you for being that wonderful sister, for being so awesome, for always being there. Every time I call, you answer the call. And I can see what the Lord is doing. I can see how far the Lord has taken you, and He's still going to take you further. Now you speak, you know, in Nigeria, you speak in Dubai, in Turkey, you are still going further and further.
Amen.
So thank you, sis. Thank you for all you do with the boy child. We appreciate you, and God will continue to bless you.
So we have a good picture. Mr. Fola. Mr. Fola, please join them.
Let's bond this.
Yes, Mr. Bongrace.
Please, blessing.
In a world that's reaching for the light, we rise as one, we stand for what is right. Across the miles, across the seas, we plant the seeds of hope and unity. With every hand that lifts another, we become sisters, we become brothers. No dream too small, no voice understands. Open hearts to reach your hands. We impact, we empower, we support, we love and courage and our call. Together we're stronger, together we rise, building a future. Never dies, any enemy, we know it's true. God will together. We train, we teach.
Oluwatosin Raji Taiwo. Mommy, please, let's see you.
Firstly, I really enjoyed what I heard from our speakers. Thank you so much, sir. You wrote everything very well. I did not meet you, but I was following online, and I was coming from Lagos. So I was following online. I was following your seminar and Mr. Fola. So I thank God that I met Mrs. Triumph Adekule. I was just writing everything. In fact, I was posting on Facebook some of the things that I said. So for you to know that I'm very intentional about it, I'm very intentional there now. In 2000, when I was doing my NYC, I bought my first shares. And I bought the shares because I had a friend. My friend's dad had shares in Metal Glass and many companies in Nigeria. And she just pushed me, go and buy this share, go and buy that share. You know, all those there, and I was doing our own time, we were collecting 3,000 plus. Those of us there. As in, I'm very young woman, but I started with 99,000. And we were collecting 2,000 something plus. So when our friends, those of us that are, our friends were going to Mami Market to buy stuff. So I would just think about this money that they were using to enjoy in Mami Market. Just follow the idea of being involved. You know, when you move with a good person that will lead you right, just follow the idea. So I'll just say, Intercontinental want to sell, Abio, go and buy. All the bicycle money, bicycle allowance, this allowance. Coppers, many people here I know that might have served. So I bought a lot of shares. And you know, the time that shares stock was not something to write home about, I just forgot about it. So this year, I got somebody, a broker that came to me and said, do you have shares? I said, I have shares. The way the shares are going now, I did not really understand. So the person took me to the CS account and all that. So all those little money that I was putting in, money that I would have used at my market to enjoy myself. When I saw the money, it was millions of naira. So I just want to encourage the young ones there. I posted on my status this morning. I said, if I'm facing young people of 25 to 35, some people will say, what of those of us that are 50? I said, I don't want to face you again. Let's face this young ones, you know. So if you are 50 and above or 40 and above, Emma Binusi, maybe I'm not called to visit. So what I'm saying is that for most of us that are here, and for all my daddies and people that not also mentor younger generations, we can make billionaires from these younger generations. We can make billionaires from them. So let's mentor them, let's put something in them, everything they have. I'm a teacher, and when I was teaching, I started my salary with 3,000 plus, but I bought land. Hello? So I'm the national executive in my alumni, my secondary school alumni. In fact, we have a program today. I said I have to be in Ibadan. I have to see Professor Bukula. I said, today, tomorrow, I will be there. I was now, in the alumni, we have lawyers, we have doctors, we have professors, we have many listening. I'm an ordinary teacher, but I pull stunts. So it's a matter of mindset. At least we have doctors.
Yes.
What do you call it now? Yes, with the strengthening on everything. So we're still waiting for you if you're still... Are we done buying? Okay, Mr. Israel, please come take the mic while I excuse you for a
Daddy, you're welcome, sir. Well, Daddy, you want to say hi to us? Just greet us. I want to hear Daddy's voice.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. Nice to be with you. I want to thank God for the life of the CEO. I'm seeing here. When I saw her this morning, or this afternoon, I couldn't get it because I saw her last 35 years ago. The moment I became here,
Please let this go on CNN.
I was able to recognize the face to our grandmother. Honestly, people should back to so I'm happy to be here. I will say I'll come here to observe. I'll be coming every year. But when I got the tickets, I said, look, I'm a retiree. I retired with the service of a few states. By the time I was to become the permanent secretary, 60 years just took me. I still thank God I retired as an executive secretary. So I'm happy to be here. And of course, I'm an alumnus of His grace. I still want to great effect with my masters. Great effect. God bless you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Because we young people like this, we want young people, you know, like us.
Like us,
Young people like
Gen Z. Gen Z. I am.
Madam Tinimu, can I go ahead now?
That is yours. Want to buy your stuff?
Can I go ahead? Good. I'm going to invite Pastor and Dr. Pablo. Daddy, mi ò tó gbé yín dìde. Mi ò tó gbé yín dìde. Mi ò fẹ́ dápé dáadáa. I don't want to call Daddy alone. I don't want to call Mommy alone. So the two of them should come together. I'm the one that will win it. Me that will be prophesying. Me that will be prophesying. I even went to Daddy. Daddy should lay hands on me. So that we the one to win. So that we can, so that morning, let me get, don't worry, I can look. I have something now, I'm here. the person that will win it, yes.
I think Favor should be one of them.
Favor should be one of them. Favor.
Did you buy tickets?
Yes.
She bought ticket already, so she can't win, collect ticket. Yes. Our second speaker today, who can tell me her name? Yes. Miss Gayo Adekunle. Yes, just keep standing, keep standing.
She's out of the.
She's out of. She knows that.
Because she's assistant.
Who can tell me the topic of our presentation? What she spoke about? Adekunle. She's buying 4 tickets. She has already bought. She has bought 4 tickets. But it's not for her. She wants to actually give it out.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So I don't know. Who are we going to? Me, I've collected the 4 already. But because I'm, magnanimous, I want to share with some of you. So I want to confirm those who are. If you've not bought, I did not buy at all. Let me see your hands up. No, I'm not laughing again. Oh yeah, see, where are we?
Yes.
We have many games. Where is our sweet? I'm going to call the number. Please bring it down.
The number here is the number here is 241841337.
The number here is 241841337.